We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. A violent attack in Towson. Police say a man raped 3 women at gunpoint not too far from the Towson Circle. We'll look at the recent rise in violence in the county. An attempted attack on Baltimore's power stations is thwarted by the FBI. What we're learning about the Maryland woman that police say was behind it all. And all eyes are on Washington, where tonight President Biden will deliver his first State of the Union with the Republican House Speaker. We'll look at some of the big priorities the president is expected to touch on. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. Happening now. Anne Arundel County Executive Stuart Pittman is expected to speak shortly about county schools and plans for redistricting. He is also expected to announce a new grant program. We are monitoring the update and we'll bring you the latest on Fox 45 News at 4. You can also find updates on our website, foxbaltimore.com.
The criminal complaint alleges Clandaniel and Russell conspired and took steps to shoot multiple electrical substations in the Baltimore area, aiming to, quote, completely destroy this whole city.
A Maryland woman is accused of planning an attack on multiple Baltimore power stations, attempting to destroy the city's power grid. As Olivia Dent shows us, FBI agents say the woman was working with an alleged neo-Nazi leader before an informant stopped it all.
The sun is bright right now, so it's hard to see, but all of the lights and power here in downtown Baltimore are working. However, if the attack was successful, that might not be the case. And while the 2 suspects are currently in custody, law enforcement experts say that these types of attacks are a real threat.
While these people are in jail right now, they're not the last people that are going to try and do this. So law enforcement is counting on those tips that we've heard for so long. See something, say something.
The suspects, identified as Sarah Beth Clandaniel from Catonsville and Brandon Russell from Florida, were arrested last week. The federal complaint unsealed yesterday reveals that the 2 suspected domestic terrorists were plotting to attack the Baltimore power grid, but their plan was thankfully stopped by law enforcement. Investigators say that Russell was an alleged neo-Nazi leader, and the 2 wanted to use guns to attack 5 substations. Richard Kalko, a retired FBI special agent with an expertise in counterterrorism, says for those aimed at doing harm, substations are ideal targets.
A lot of these substations, they're in places that are kind of off the beaten path. They're not necessarily protected. They don't have a security system that can immediately stop this attack.
Prosecutors in this case say that the suspects wanted to call attention to their racial and ethnic violent extremist beliefs. For now, reporting in Baltimore, I'm Olivia Dance, Fox 45 News, Midday.
BGE says it was notified about the thwarted attack by the FBI and says that we are thankful for their vigilance and the precautions taken to protect the electric grid for our customers and employees. You will recall that there have been 2 recent attacks on power grids in North Carolina. Right now, the FBI says there is no indication the Baltimore plan was related to the attack in the Carolinas, but they are still looking for those responsible in North Carolina. A violent attack in downtown Towson. Police say a man raped 3 women at gunpoint. They say it happened in an alley on West Joppa Road, just steps away from the Towson Circle.
We're hoping that that incident was isolated, that we don't have anything like that again. We know that the police are all over on the streets, and they're going to be patrolling more than they have in the past.
Police have since arrested 28-year-old Quantez Davis. Authorities tell Fox 45 News that he shouldn't have even had a gun. He was prohibited from owning a firearm after he was arrested for illegal possession of a gun in Anne Arundel County in 2021. Now, this is the latest violent incident to happen in Towson recently. A week ago, someone fired shots near Towson Town Circle. Last month, there was an armed carjacking. And at the end of December, 7 juveniles were arrested after a large chaotic crowd formed at Towson Circle. Still, officials say Towson is a safe place. You are taking a live look over Washington, D.C., where tonight the president will deliver the State of the Union address. A picture of what appears to be a draft of the speech was tweeted from the president's account Monday morning. It shows the president looking over the copy from Camp David before returning to Washington. He'll address key priorities and agenda items. Among them are expected to be the state of the economy, immigration, and national security, as well as support for Ukraine, police reform, and gun reform. Now, this is President Biden's first State of the Union with a Republican House Speaker. Kevin McCarthy holds the gavel and will be seated behind President Biden for the address. Republican Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders of Arkansas will deliver the GOP response to President Biden's address. You can watch the State of the Union and the GOP response right here on Fox 45 News. Live coverage starts at 9. And then be sure to stick around for Fox 45 News at 10 for complete coverage of this speech and reaction to it. 11:05, here's a look at today's top trending stories. Trending number 1, an early morning crash in Baltimore County sends a police cruiser onto its roof and one officer to the hospital. It happened just before 6 at the intersection of Goucher Boulevard and Putty Hill. Police say the cruiser and another car collided. The officer was then taken to the hospital as a precautionary measure just to be checked out. Those in the other car were not hurt. Trending number 2, a former Gilman teacher charged with second-degree rape and sexual abuse of a minor is now being held without bond. Christopher Benden is accused of having inappropriate contact with current and former students while working at the Gilman School in Baltimore. Trending number 3, the Baltimore County Council approves a plastic bag ban and single-use bag fee. The ban requires most businesses to stop using plastic bags by early next year. It also imposes a 5-cent fee on paper bags. The ban puts the county in line with other neighboring counties, along with Baltimore City. Trending number 4, the Angelos family dispute, at least in a legal sense, appears to be over. According to multiple reports, John and Louis Angelos, the sons of Peter and heir to the Orioles, have settled their lawsuits and countersuits against each other. At one point, Louis claimed that John was plotting to move the team to Tennessee, a point that was denied by John Angelos. The team's lease at Oriole Park expires at the end of 2023, but the team and Maryland Stadium Authority are negotiating on a long-term deal. Download the Fox 45 News app for up-to-the-minute traffic conditions, breaking news, and weather anytime. Search WBFF in your app store. Still ahead, a woman is declared dead, put in a body bag, and sent to be cremated before funeral home workers realize she's actually alive. The investigation this woman's nursing home is now facing. And a big change from for the U.S. State Department, the new font the agency is using and how it's creating a bit of debate. But first, the very latest on that train derailment in Ohio, toxic chemicals being released from train cars, prompting mass evacuations. The latest on the threat coming up.
And we're in for a very nice day as temperatures reach the low 50s, but we keep getting warmer. And by Thursday, we're talking highs in the 60s. I'll let you know how long this warm trend lasts and when to expect the next weather maker coming up in my Weather Authority forecast.
Fox 45 News, winner of 17 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
11:10 and taking a look at your social stream. Officials in Ohio are warning about what is being called a matter of life or death. Right now, crews are releasing toxic chemicals into the air from 5 train cars that derailed in East Palestine over the weekend. We do know that Monday, crews performed a successful controlled release of toxic chemicals in that community from the cars that were part of the train derailment. Ahead of that, those who live near the site were urged to evacuate, and many of them are still out of their homes. Look at that. All right, so one person says, the greatest, wealthiest nation can't seem to upgrade its rail system. Another person thinking along those same lines, so sad that the greatest city in America has to suffer through a tragedy like this. Well, the United Kingdom is closer to launching a digital currency. UK officials formally asked for public comment on the idea of introducing a central bank digital currency. The currency would be for use for British businesses and consumers for everyday purchases. Here's what you're saying. Mark says, why? I don't use cash now. Everything I do it electronically, digital. What would be the point in this? Another person saying, hard no. Well, the U.S. State Department has changed its style. Font style, that is. The agency is now using the Calibri font in all of its communications. The State Department had been using Times New Roman since 2004. The Internal Diversity and Disability Group recommended the Calibri font because they say it's simpler and easier to read, especially for those with dyslexia or aging eyes. Here's what you have to say about it. This upsets me. Times New Roman is my go-to because I hate Calibri's shapes. Flip side of that, I've already changed from Times to Calibri. You can definitely read it easier. I like Arial, actually. We're still ahead. United Airlines is facing a $1 million fine accused of failing to perform safety checks before flights. The safety measures the FAA says the airline was overlooking and how long the group says that was happening. And changes are coming to Baltimore County. Coming up, what County Executive Johnny Olszewski is saying about a potential wastewater treatment plant task force. And coming up later today at noon, it's Karamo, then at 1 it's Sherry, followed by Hot Bench at 2. 11:12 now on Fox 45 News Midday. We are back with a live look over the Inner Harbor. I finally see some sun. It was a cold start to the morning, but we are climbing into the 50s, and then things will only get warmer as the week goes on. Coming up, how warm it will get before showers then move in. Meteorologist Jasmine Lomax will time it all out for us. That's coming up in just about 5 minutes. Amidst ongoing issues with Baltimore's 2 wastewater treatment plants and years of problems with homeowner water bills, Baltimore City and County are coming together to find solutions. Baltimore County Executive Johnny Olszewski joined us this morning on where the problem started and when residents should expect a change.
Part of the problem is that we are operating under an agreement in state law that is older than the mayor and myself. Back in 1972, it hasn't been adjusted or updated in over 50 years. This is a system that the city and county contribute about equally to, 50-50 for both operating and capital costs. But we in Baltimore County have no say in the operations or oversight currently. So if it passes, we should have that report by January as it's currently structured so that we can take action next legislative session based on those recommendations.
You can watch the rest of our interview with Johnny Olszewski on our website, foxbaltimore.com. Making headlines, United Airlines has been hit with a proposed fine of more than $1 million. It's all over a pre-flight safety check for its Boeing 777 planes that was allegedly not being performed. The FAA says United did away with the fire system warning check that was a requirement, and that as a result, the planes flying from June 2018 through April of 2021 were, quote, not in airworthy condition. Drivers are buckling up for higher insurance costs. According to a new report from personal finance website Bankrate, the cost of auto insurance is up nearly 14% from 2022, coming in at just over $2,000 for the year. Meanwhile, gas prices are down. According to AAA here in Maryland, drivers are paying an average of $3.44 a gallon. That is 3 cents less than the national average, which is also down from last week. We are just 5 days away from the Super Bowl. According to a new survey from Siena College and St. Bonaventure University, 75% of Americans plan on watching the Super Bowl this Sunday. And then get this, about 30% of Americans consider Super Bowl Sunday a national holiday. Wow. Well, if lawmakers in Tennessee get their way, the Monday after the Super Bowl could become a state holiday. We first told you Monday how lawmakers there want to swap the current Columbus Day holiday with the Monday after the game, saying that research suggests Super Bowl Monday is one of the most unproductive days of the year, and making it a holiday could save companies money. Well, don't forget, you can watch the Super Bowl this Sunday right here on Fox 45. Coming up later today, 3 people raped at gunpoint in Towson, and police say the suspect is a repeat offender. At 4, we question the Anne Arundel County's prosecutor's office for the move that left that suspect out on the streets. And Fox 45 News continues our investigation into how the Safe Streets program is run. At 5, the continued lack of transparency issues from the mayor's office. And President Biden is set to deliver his State of the Union address, how people in our region feel about the economy. We'll have more on that at 6. 11:18 and now to today's talking point. Sand from the beach where Tom Brady filmed his second retirement video is being auctioned off for a whopping $100,000 on eBay. A user by the name Gadget GS claims to have collected the sand just hours after Brady posted his video. There are several other listings on eBay claiming to sell sand from the spot, ranging from $33,000 to $10,000. According to the Miami Herald, Brady shared his retirement video from a beach in North Miami. Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle is here now. Blah, blah, blah. Are you kidding? This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I have some swampland in Towson that I'm trying to move. If anybody, the same people who are giving you this can maybe get on that too, because what?
Yeah, I mean, and I'm guessing that nobody will get any bids on this. I mean, this cannot be a real thing. I can't imagine that they're actually planning to make any money off of that, because that is, that's just beyond ridiculous.
Wait, now, Patrice, wait a minute now. There are some Tom Brady fans. You don't think anybody's going to bid on this?
No, because even if you're a Tom Brady fan, you don't want sand from, I mean, why? What is that going to do for you? Sand from the beach where he's, I mean, I love Ray Lewis, but I don't want Ray Lewis sand.
Okay, Patrice, you know we both have some Ray Lewis sand at our house. Quit playing. That was in 2010.
I don't. I promise you I don't. I've got other Ray Lewis paraphernalia and things. I don't have the sand, though.
Okay, so no to the Tom Brady sand. Fine.
Hard
fine.
no. Hard no.
Hard no. Okay.
All right. And plus, he'll be back again next year. We'll be doing it all over. So.
Right.
All right.
Here comes the Raiders. Okay, got you.
A little bit of a warmer day here at home, and we like it that way. It's nothing like the snowy conditions that meteorologist Jasmine Lomax found in Idaho.
Yeah, this photo is so beautiful. They've got the snow in the background, and it just looks stunning. This is coming in from Wood River Valley. What's not nice about the area is that it's very cold. Temperatures 14 degrees. So certainly cold there. They've got the breezy conditions as well, and it's a big contrast from what we've had here. We haven't had too much winter weather. Of course, last weekend we had the bitter cold temperatures, but we are back to above average temperatures. We're nice and dry, and part of that is thanks to this high pressure system that's over our region. That's keeping us nice and dry. However, a little later today, there is the chance for a stray shower. Most of us, though, will stay dry throughout the afternoon. 42 for the current temperature with overcast skies and a wind chill just a few degrees lower. Across the state, we're seeing the upper 30s closer to the state line. And then south of that, most of us are in the 40s. A little more sunshine towards southern Maryland and the eastern shore. Compared to just 24 hours ago, temperatures are much lower, but we are in for a nice afternoon. Looks good for a walk or run as our temperatures gradually rise to the low to mid 50s this afternoon. As we head into the day, we'll still stay mostly cloudy. There's the chance for a stray shower, but our best rain chance is going to come tonight as we get ready for our next weather maker. Expect just a few stray showers. We'll stay dry, though, as we head into Wednesday morning. We're looking at a few clouds to start before those clouds clear. We'll be mostly sunny by the afternoon and temperatures even higher in the mid to upper 50s. Then we're talking the 60s as we head into Thursday. However, we have our next chance for a few showers. That'll be followed by more rain as we head into Friday afternoon. So make sure that you are staying weather alert and have the umbrellas handy as we head toward the end of the week and we have that chance for rain. 52 today, 59 tomorrow. Then 60s on Thursday and Friday with a chance for showers, 40s over the rest of the weekend. And next week, it's back to warm temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Back to you.
Jasmine, thank you. Still ahead, is Apple working on yet another new iPhone? The answer is yes. When that new and more expensive iPhone could hit store shelves. But first, picking your seat at the movies is about to get more complicated. The chain that is about to roll out new ticket prices based on where you sit. 11:22 now on Fox News Midday. 11:25. Don't miss this. AMC Theaters want you to pay more for a better seat. The movie chain has announced it is introducing new ticket pricing options that depend on where you sit. For now, there will be 3 options. First is standard price, which AMC says will be for the most common seats. If you want a seat in the middle of the theater, you will have to pay a premium. If you'd rather save money and get the cheapest seat, craning your neck in the front rows, that's going to cost you less than a regular ticket. The new pricing initiative rolls out Friday in New York, Chicago, and Kansas City, but it is set to hit all AMC theaters before the end of the year. Apple might be working on a more expensive iPhone. According to a report from Bloomberg, Apple is considering whether to introduce a pricier iPhone Ultra model. The phone would be above the iPhone Pro and Pro Max models. The report says the device could be released as soon as next year. Time now for your lunch break. It turns out Marylanders aren't the only ones who love crabs. A new study finds Neanderthals living 90,000 years ago had a taste for seafood, especially crabs. Archaeologists excavating a site near Lisbon, Portugal, say they found the remains of shellfish like mussels and clams, but scraps from the brown crab were particularly numerous. They say it appears the Neanderthals regularly caught crabs and roasted them on coals before eating the cooked dish. Sounds about right. Well, that's all. Midday Be More Lifestyle is up next.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio B at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here.
Hey.
along with Persia Nicole from 92Q and meteorologist Jasmine Lomax. Good morning, everybody.
Hey,
Morning.
Let me tell you right now, a major mix-up at an Iowa nursing home. A woman was declared dead, put in a body bag, and sent to a funeral home to be cremated before workers discovered she was actually alive. The woman was taken to the hospital and then back to the nursing home, where she died less than 2 days later with her family at her side. The nursing home is now under investigation. Persia Nicole, why they do Big Mama like this?
I know. Why they do Big Mama like this? See, this is why I always say don't cremate me, because I might come back alive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always scared of that. And how do you not know? How do you not know she's alive or dead? How do you not know?
Right. Oh, my goodness. Aren't you trained professionals, Jasmine?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how that happened. What made them think she was dead? Like, who declared she was dead? That's what I want to know, because clearly they didn't do their job well.
Lady T, I know you have a big family, girl. I know y'all would have been crazy.
Listen, sis did the right thing. I would come back just for the tea. I would come back and literally sit me up so that I can see who's crying over me. I want to see who said something about me. Sit me up for the tea. But sis, you know what? This is devastating for her and her family. I know it's all fun and games, but I'm like, sis, don't come back, because listen, there's bills out here, boo. At 82 years old, there's still bills out here, girl. I'd have been like, shh, leave me alone. Leave me up in here. Leave me in the bag.
She came back for the tea.
This takes securing the bag to a new level, honestly.
Wow. There's no question social media has changed the dating game. One survey found 77% of people admit to researching their potential dates' online profiles. But is that a good thing? Experts say a little investigating is normal, but many overdo it and begin with what's known as social media stalking. First of all, I think we now are stalkers. I look up everybody's stuff. I mean, Persia Nicole had this questionable car in 2007. I'm looking into that.
Oh, man.
Lady
you
T
went all the way back.
Lady T bought some men's underwear on eBay last month.
Oh, no, on eBay? So it was
Nicole,
used?
Is this something that we do now? Is this a part of our life now?
Oh, man.
It was Otto's underwear you bought, okay? You heard them sell on eBay, honey.
Girl.
You know, I feel like dating is so scary, and it's a whole bunch of credit card and scammers, so I feel so bad for all the singles. Lady T, Jasmine, I'm so sorry. It's ghetto out here. It's ghetto in the streets.
Wow. Yeah. Jasmine, do you look them up before you go out with them?
I mean, I think you always have to look people up. There are crazy people. I watch a lot of Law & Order SVU, so you know you need to do the background check through social media. And they say women are like the FBI. We will find out everything, and that's right. That's not a bad thing.
That's right.
Now, Lady T, I already know that you got the tea, so give us, Lady T, take us through your process, because I know you have one.
Take us through the process. So I try not to share my social media with them ahead of time, just because I'm like, it's a little too, I don't want to get too personal yet. I would like to find out just some more about them and stuff like that. But y'all, it's trash out here. It's trash and recyclables out here in these streets. It's hard out here in these streets. So I don't know. If there's any better options, what you could tell us, please let us know.
Well, we want you to tell it. Have you ever researched someone online before a date? Vote on our website now at foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app. And at the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. Now, the Super Bowl is Sunday, but there's more than just the game to get excited about. Rihanna will perform in Super Bowl 56's halftime show. The 9-time Grammy Award winner joins in the ranks of past halftime performers like Prince and Madonna, as well as Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson. Now, Rihanna is the first performer in the rebranded Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show. So, Persia Nicole, how excited are you for this? What are you looking forward to? And can you give us some surprises, possibly?
Well, first of all, I'm not having a Super Bowl party. I'm having a Rihanna Bowl party. Okay, it's all about Rihanna. And also, I heard from the grapevine that maybe Jay-Z is joining Rihanna on stage, possibly maybe Eminem, and they even say Kanye West. Now, I don't know if Kanye gonna come, because him and Jay-Z ain't the best of friends. I don't know. But I'm excited for it all, and I'm here for it. I'm excited. This is just my little bit I can give you.
Okay, now, Lady T and Jazz, we only got 30 seconds, so who wants to go to wrap it up?
Oh, either or is cool. I'm cool. I mean, I was just gonna say what me and Josh said yesterday. This is basically a Rihanna concert featuring the NFL. At this point, that's what this is. Okay, right. This is not anything more than that. Rihanna, I can't wait to see her performance. It's gonna be lit, and I think she's gonna give us some new music.
Well, don't forget, guys. Don't forget, you can watch the Super Bowl right here on Fox 45. Thanks, ladies. Still ahead. It's the season of love. A $1 million event creator joins us to share how you can enjoy Valentine's Day with your special someone, but on a budget. Would you want to reap the benefits of enjoying a spa day every day? A new product that can make you feel relaxed no matter where you are on America's Next Steals and Deals.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
How nice would it be to enjoy the benefits of a sauna no matter where you find yourself? Nick Calderon is here with a deal on an innovative new product from the people behind the Polar Camping Heat products.
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
If I look comfy right now, it's because I am. One of my favorite ways of relaxing after a long day is a sauna. But let's be honest, what I don't love is the sauna price tag. It's expensive for a spa appointment or a gym membership. But what if I told you you could get all of the benefits of a sauna from the comfort of your own home for a fraction of the price? This right here is the Calming Heat Sauna Wrap. Just lay this down on your bed, on a yoga mat, the floor, wherever's comfortable for you. Plug it in, feel it heat up, and just slide right in. It's built to get hot like a sauna, so it's best to wear long sleeves and pants. It has adjustable heat and massage settings, so you can dial in the most soothing session. Just control it all right here from this remote. I'm getting hot right now. It's also water resistant, so your bed will stay totally clean and dry. Once you're done, just wipe it down, fold it up until the next time. This is the closest thing to having a spa in my home. And after a strenuous, stressful day, there's nothing like slipping into a warm pocket of home therapy. I keep mine in a spare room, light some candles, and let the world melt away. Right now, we're offering 40% off the Calming Heat Sauna Wrap. Head to asadeals.com and start relaxing. Oh, I feel like I'm in a burrito right now.
It's the time of the year where it's your chance to make Valentine's Day special for the love of your life. But the trick is, how can you do it on a budget? Joining us this morning on Be More Lifestyle is MC Edward Perotti, a $1 million event creator. Edward, welcome to the show, and how are you, sir?
Good morning. Good morning, Baltimore.
So Edward, I know you know all about making magic happen at special events. Tell us some of your favorites.
Oh my God, that's like picking my favorite child, which of course I don't have that. I actually just love anything that's going to make people remember a moment and how it made them feel 5, 10, 20 years from the moment it happened.
Okay, so Edward, you're a pro's pro. Let's talk about making Valentine's Day special, epic on a budget, because you know what it takes with the big budget, but break it down for us that don't have the big budget, but how do we make it special?
So honestly, it's putting yourself into it, right? You should be showing your love all year round. I hope you are, because if you're not, we got another conversation that we have to have. But it's more, Valentine's is more about giving of yourself. So finding those little special ideas or those memories that you want to pull out, that you want to remind the person why you're together. It doesn't have to be spending money. It could be photos. It could be just a favorite menu, a favorite dish, something that is going to spark that, oh yeah, that's why I'm with you kind of moment, right?
And so, Edward, you also do events. So that, like you said, that sounds like that's an intimate, that's like a special one. Do you have any, give us some tips on events that maybe people might be planning. How do you make those special for Valentine's Day?
So the big events on Valentine's become a little tricky because it's like a bottle of wine, right? It's very subjective to the individual and their taste. I'm very big on giving back to the community within my events and having my guests take a part of it. So part of it with the events is looking at local shelters, looking at those, and actually getting that audience to bring Valentines that we can then bring to those shelters to make those kids feel loved, right? It really is, the big events become really hard, so why not do an outreach and leave more than you take in that mindset?
See, Edward, look, man, you're a superstar guy, and you're bringing us some nice community thoughts. Who knew? So, Edward, how can people find out more about you, and also how can people follow you?
They can follow me on Instagram at ParadIEA or go to my website at edwardaparadi.com.
Man, thanks so much for hanging out with us, okay?
Anytime.
All right, happy Valentine's Day. Still ahead, this will make you feel old. Eminem's little girl's all grown up and engaged. What? And Queen Bee, Beyonce, makes history. Our own queen, Lady T, is going to break it all down as she spills the tea. Are you doing the wave, Jack? Is that the wave? It's time to spill the tea Tuesday. Lady T.
Hello. Hey, fellow tea sippers. All right, I've got your Grammys recap. Okay, so giving honor to God and the Queen Bee. Beyonce, she set a record for winning the most Grammys. Congrats to her. She won her 32nd Grammy for the Best Dance Electric Album. So congrats to her. Also, Lizzo thanked Beyonce in her speech after she won her own Grammy. Go girl. Then Adele, her Grammy was presented by my boo, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Love me some him. Apparently not their best friends. Also, Harry Styles won Album of the Year. He said this doesn't happen to people like him. Sir, yes, it does. But then also, Migos rapper Quavo. He did a tribute to Takeoff and other celebs that we lost, you know, within the last year. Word around town is that he and Offset kind of got into a little argument backstage. Apparently, they were supposed to perform together, but Quavo was like, no. It's just going to be me, okay? Also, in other Grammys news, Chris Brown, he caused some backlash for his social media post about his loss. So he lost to Robert Glasper in the Best R&B category and said, who even is that? And mind you, I actually don't even know who that is also, but congrats to Robert. And it just opened up my mind. Shout out to Google for helping me find out who this guy is. Anyway, one of the most trending parts of the night for the Grammys recognized the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. Queen Latifah, LL Cool J, Salt and Pepper is here. That's my jam. Busta Rhymes, they all performed. It was just an amazing night in general. So what did you think about the Grammys? I feel like Beyonce took over. That's all we knew about. But other great things happened too. A lot of firsts.
Yeah, it was an amazing night. Beyonce was caught in traffic. Who knew Beyonce would get caught in traffic?
I love when Trevor Noah was like, who would have thought Beyonce would get caught in traffic? Because he said he thought she traveled through space and time. I was hollering.
That was a great line.
He is so funny.
There were some interesting outfits out there. Shania Twain, that little outfit, I love Shania Twain. The outfit, not so much.
Okay, all right, I feel you on that. That's okay.
I could go on and on. Go ahead,
I know, because we love the Grammys. Okay, next in the tea. All right, so people are making desperate moves in order to get the Queen Bee concert tickets. So her Renaissance 2023 World Tour was announced last week. The Cuff It singer had us ready to cuff some tickets, okay? Some of the Beehive is making GoFundMe pages to be able to afford the tickets to the show, though. Tickets were on pre-sale yesterday. Many tried, but only a few got the actual tickets to the Bee experience. All eyes are on Ticketmaster right now, though. Ticketmaster says pre-sale registration for the Renaissance Tour, well, it exceeded the number of available tickets by 800%. So far, no ticket meltdowns have occurred, except for those who didn't get past, the pre-sale. Prices vary according to your region and whether you want those VIP ticket experiences. That's how it is right now. Oh my gosh, Queen Bee out here. Got people starting GoFundMe pages, and some of them are actually working. Some people are actually halfway to their goal, Mark. Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't talk. Go ahead.
I can't talk. I know, but we're going to the concert. We already said it's you and me. Then we're going to the concert.
That's
Queen
right.
Bee. I just need to see my sis perform Alien Superstar. I just need to see her do that, and I'm good. That's it. Okay.
Well, every time I listen to church girls twerk, I think of you, Lady T.
Thank you. What an honor. What an honor, Mark.
I think of you.
All right, up next, because the tea keeps pouring. All right, so rapper Eminem's daughter is all grown up and engaged, y'all. Haley Jade posted about her engagement on Instagram. Now, she's spotted with her boyfriend, Evan McClintock, and they dated for 6 years. So you see a pic of them popping bottles to celebrate the occasion. Now, apparently they met at Michigan State University. That's according to the Daily Mail. Hopefully we can hear more details about it on her podcast. Did you guys know that sis had a podcast?
Wow.
So last year she announced she was starting her own podcast called Just a Little Shady in honor of her dad, Slim Shady. So let me tell you this, Mark. She is 27 years old. So now I feel old because I didn't know sis was like similar to my age, which, I'm in my 30s. But she was close to age a little bit, like maybe 6 years off. But I feel old now. How did Haley, who Eminem was talking about in all these songs, how did she get this old? She's grown. 27?
And look at the life she lives versus her dad. Wow.
Oh, that's tea right there. That's tea right there. Okay, Mark. All right. That's it for the tea for today. Now, y'all know what to do at home. Okay, y'all got to go sip on all that tea.
Awesome. Now time for your best weather in America. Jasmine is there growing up just like Haley. Look at her.
I guess you could say that. Yeah, we're just all growing over here. But taking a look at the best weather in America, this is coming in from Alaska, actually. You can see the beautiful photos of the Aurora Borealis. Just stunning. They've got the nice snow because, again, it's winter pretty much everywhere except here in Maryland. We've got warm temperatures. It's feeling more like spring, and that's something that we'll continue to deal with over the next several days. In fact, it's going to get even warmer. 42 for the current temperature with overcast skies over Baltimore. The wind chill's coming in the upper 30s, so it feels a little bit cooler. You may want a layer as you head outside. Across the state, we've got the 30s and the 40s, and as we take a look compared to just 24 hours ago, many of us are a little bit cooler. However, we are still in for a very nice afternoon, and it looks great for a walk or run as temperatures reach the upper 40s and low 50s. We'll stay mostly cloudy throughout the afternoon. There's the chance for a stray shower. However, overnight, we have a better chance for a few stray showers moving across the state. These will clear shortly after midnight, which means by Wednesday morning around daybreak, we're nice and dry. Temperatures start off in the 40s. Then by the afternoon, we're looking at highs in the upper 50s, so much warmer. And we're also talking plenty of sunshine. That's the day to get outside and enjoy the weather, because on Thursday we start dry, but by the afternoon we have our next weather maker arriving. We also have another chance for rain on Friday. 52 for the high today, 59 tomorrow. Then we're in the 60s on Thursday and Friday with a chance for a few scattered showers. A little rain's possible on Saturday with temperatures in the 40s. 40s again on Sunday. Then next week, our temperatures are in the 50s and 60s. Back to you.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Maple Grove Medical Clinic.
Approximately 30 million men in the U.S. are affected by ED. Maple Grove Medical Clinic offers a revolutionary approach to treating ED without pills, injections, or surgery. We're joined by Katie from Maple Grove Medical Clinic. Katie, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. How are you?
Great. So, Katie, talking about ED can be embarrassing even with physicians. What are some of the things you do with your patients to make them feel comfortable talking about this possibly embarrassing issue?
Yeah, so first of all, I just want everybody to know how prevalent this is. 50% of men in their 50s are dealing with this issue, and the number for men in their 40s is on the rise. And we see men in our clinic from as young as 18 all the way to 100. So in our clinics, it's an all men's clinic, and everything is discreet and confidential to keep it completely comfortable for you.
And your treatment is different. Why is this treatment such a great alternative to pills that always don't work, sometimes don't work?
Yeah, so the pills have been around for over 30 years, and they come with the spontaneity issues and then also those side effects. So we have a breakthrough treatment called acoustic wave therapy, which treats the root cause of ED. So no pain, no injections, no downtime. And let's talk a bit about the science. Tell us more about the studies performed on this type of treatment. Yeah, great question. So there has been over 60 clinical studies that show both the efficacy and lack of side effects with acoustic wave therapy in treating ED, both by Cambridge University and a Cleveland clinic, to name just a few. Now, do men who undergo this treatment experience any pain or discomfort? No, not at all. So what it is a small device that's placed on the skin, and it produces gentle pressure waves down to the blood vessels, opening them back up, allowing for greater blood flow when and where a guy needs it the most. So no pain whatsoever here. So, Katie, tell us about the incentive Maple Grove is offering right now for those who are considering visiting the clinic. Yeah, guys, don't put this off any longer. If you give us a call, you'll get the free assessment, free exam, even that free blood flow ultrasound that tells you if you're a candidate or not. We will also throw in a special gift for you and your significant other, but you got to call today. Awesome. Katie, thanks so much for this great information. Thank you. Still ahead, we've all done it, right? Google a date before going out. Well, coming up, we'll look at just how common it is and when experts say it can become a negative thing.
There's no question social media has changed the dating game. One survey found 77% of people admit to researching their potential dates' online profiles. But is that a good thing? Experts say a little investigation is normal, but many overdo it and begin what's known as social media stalking. We wanted you to tell it. Have you ever researched someone online before a date? And it looks like the answer is, drum roll, no, never. What? I don't believe it. Great show lined up for tomorrow, helping you create the perfect game date spread. Of course, the big game is coming up. We'll show you how to impress all your friends with a tasty Super Bowl party menu.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BeMoreLifestyleTV@FoxBaltimore.com.
As always, thank you for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at The Mark Clark Show. We'll see you tomorrow.